Welcome back to the channel. I'd like to thank all the people who've been watching and all the new subscribers. It really means a lot and it really makes a difference. So today's video is going to be based off a comment that was left in the comment section. And I really appreciate the comments, and I welcome all the comments, whether it's opposed to what I'm talking about or if it's in relation to what I'm talking about. All comments are welcome for sure. So based off this comment, I decided to educate myself a little bit, and it was based off of something that I said in a previous video, and I'll leave the link to that video at the end of this video. The comment was, nursing is definitely not saturated. I had slightly mentioned that nursing is becoming saturated because a lot of people are headed in that direction. But in a growing field, the growth rate versus applicants can always vary. Now, the things that I talk about are always based off of where I live in my part of the country, and I'm in Southern California, and based off what I see day to day, that's what I talk about. So I went to educate myself and did a little bit of research, but the research that I did was kind of nationwide because everybody watching from different parts of the country is going to have a different experience than what I talk about. So anything that I talk about is completely opinion based, and I just want everybody to know that. So I pulled a couple videos off the internet, and I pulled some research that I did off of the Bureau of Labor Statistics and a couple places out of universities that are the university statistics for the country. And based off that, and I'm going to show you guys what I found. So the first thing that I want to show you is a couple people who are in the field and kind of what they're talking about in relation to what their experience is in the nursing field. Now, I don't know where they're at or what their story is or what their experience is, but it does kind of give a highlight as to nationally what you can expect if you're willing to put in the work to become a nurse. Now, have a look at this video, and this she doesn't really say much, but she does point out a lot of the subcategories of nursing and what you can expect pay grade wise. Let me see. Let me see. So definitely, when you look at some of the salaries that she's talking about, I'd be dancing too. It's really nice. She's a lot of those areas of nursing are well within the hundreds of thousands a year category, and I don't know the hours they're working, but what I talk about is blue collar, and I mentioned my story in particular, where I'm able to earn over $100,000 a year ever since I put in a 1 year electrician program, and I got my degree, and I put in basically 1 year, working full time and going to school at night, and that's kind of my story and that's my experience. And yes, I'm pulling 100K a year easily, and it's just growing and growing, and it doesn't look like it's gonna go down. So yeah, there's a lot of different caveats in nursing and a lot of areas, but in nursing, what I've seen based off of the Bureau of Labor Statistics for registered nurses is that it does require a bachelor's degree, and it points that out right here. And yeah, that is what I see. Getting into a hospital, it's going to require a bachelor degree, but if you're willing to put in the work, the money is there. The jobs are there. There is a shortage of nurses, but there's a lot of qualifications that come to get to that point. So, ladies, men, if you're willing to put in the work, yes, you could get there. Versus blue collar, where you can get trained on the job, start out a little bit low, and then earn your way up. The money is there also. Now, for me personally, I am not a high school graduate. I only went to a 1 year program for electrical, and I'm earning over 100K a year. So for me, that worked for me, and I'm also an ex-felon, so I couldn't work into the nursing field or hospitals or stuff like that. There's a lot of jobs that won't accept me, and I can't work in the white collar district or industry. That's why blue collar for me was the option, and luckily for me, it's in demand, and it was a good choice. So have a look at this other nurse that really kind of goes into salary and what she's making and her story.
Works two jobs and I got paid last Friday, so let's see how much I made. So for both of my jobs, I get paid bi-weekly, which is every 2 weeks. So my first job is my full-time home infusion nurse job. Over 2 weeks, my total gross was $4,524.41. My take home, which was after taxes and deductions, was $3,032.67. My second job is a per diem hospice job. This paycheck, I did 21 follow-up visits over the last 2 weeks. And so my total gross was $1,890, and my take home after taxes and deductions was $1,740.06. TikTok, I do get paid. I get paid every 15th of the month. I made $557.54, and so my total gross from the last 2 weeks was $6,971.95. And after taxes and deductions, my total take home was $5,330.27. I'm a nurse that works two jobs and I got paid last Friday, so let's see.
So, based on her experience, I don't know what part of the country she's from, or if she's, I'm assuming she's in the United States. She's earning good money. I don't know what her education background is, but I could tell you what mine is. Mine is an ex-felon, not high school graduate, 1 year of electrical program, and I'm making my bi-weekly salary is, let's average it to $4,000 every 2 weeks. That's what I make, depending on the amount of hours. A lot of times it's more than that, but I'm just giving you a rough estimate of what I earn. So based off what she earns, we earn about the same amount of money. Now, I don't know what her educational background is, but I know mine is 1 year of trade school. So for me, it's a good trade-off. I don't have a lot of options in life on what I can do and where I can work because of my felonies. So for me, the blue collars is definitely a good route to go, but I would recommend it for anyone, whether you have a high school diploma or a criminal background or not. So let's have a look at some more statistics. So this is from the American Association of Colleges of Nursing, the Nursing Workforce Fact Sheet. So this says that the median age of an RN is 46 years of age. So by that age, a lot of people should be doing well by that age if you haven't gone to prison and whatnot. But everybody's story is different. But yeah, by 46 years of age, you think the average person should be doing well in life. You should be doing okay. Otherwise, you've definitely had some hiccups in your life. But what I say is that out of high school, guys can be earning $100,000 a year, 22, 23, 25 years of age. You guys could be doing really well in the blue collar industry without doing a lot of schooling and getting a lot of education. And then there's, considering your racial background, it just gives you the breakdown of races, if that really doesn't matter, of in the nursing field. And this shows enrollment decline by program in nursing. So it says, based off this fact sheet, that there is a definitely decline in nursing. It might be due to all the education needed. Now, if you go start looking at the blue collar fields, you can see that versus nurses, which are earning $86,000 a year, $41 an hour. This is a plumber, which only requires a high school diploma or equivalent, GED. It's always the good old GED. They're earning $30 an hour, $61,000 a year. So, and the job is a lot more physical, but this is a type of apprenticeship program where you could learn while you're earning money. And for me, my story, that really made sense to me, and that's kind of the route that I went, and it really worked out for me in life. And I think I recommend it because I think it could work out for a lot of people who are undecided on what they want to do. So let's have a look at another guy who talks about blue collar jobs and kind of what's involved.
Here are the highest paying trades jobs without a college degree. First is master plumbers, who make between 83 and 98K per year. Next, HVAC operations managers make between 81 and 138K per year. Save this for the full list. And lastly, one of the highest paying trades jobs is master electrician, who can make well over 150K per year. Here are the highest paying trade.
So he's just kind of going over some stats and stuff. It depends on what part of the country you're at. So I did some more research from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and I found electricians and what they make. They're averaging about, across the country, $61 to $62,000 a year, $29 $30 an hour. But that's with no high school diploma. With a high school diploma and really no education. And the growth rate for electricians is 11% faster than average. So the growth rate is pretty good for electricians. And for plumbers, it's 6% faster than average. And for nurses, they're growing at a 6% rate faster than average. So these are good jobs, and these are jobs that are in demand based off the numbers from the Bureau of the Labor Statistics. And here is another guy talking about blue-collar jobs and what's involved.
Do blue-collar jobs pay well? I get asked that question all the time. And it kind of depends on where you're at and what kind of trade you're in. Some trades pay better than others. But here's what's cool compared to a job that requires college is that you get paid to learn instead of paying to learn. And then second is if you can start right away establishing the habit of putting 10 or 20% away in savings and putting it to work, investing it from the get-go, you're already investing 2, 3, 4 years before the other people get out of college with a degree and no work experience. Plus now you're making more money because you've got 2 or 3 or 4 years of experience. You already have a habit of investing and you're off to the races. And at some point, it doesn't really matter how much you make, it's what you do with what you make. And if you get good habits established right away and get paid to learn, the sky's the limit. You'll be so far ahead, so many people won't be able to catch up. Do blue collar...
So he makes a good point. See, the thing about the blue collars is we work overtime. We work a lot of overtime. So when the overtime is there, I recommend working it. Take advantage of what you have available at hand and do the best and be smart with your money. Because the thing about working the blue collars is you're going to make a lot of money really fast. And a lot of guys do different things with their money. And they tend to celebrate a lot when they get their paychecks. And I would recommend putting your money away and saving it in case things do slow down, because the weather always changes in the field and everybody who works in this industry knows that. So let's take some more statistics from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. So this is for welders. It's showing that welders is not growing. It's actually a 2% rate slower than average. But it depends on where you're at. Like what I'm talking about is I speak of where I'm at and what I see. It's my opinion. And I'm saying that I see a demand for welders in the industry that I'm in, the industrial industry. Now, I don't know what it is for construction and stuff like that. But this is another trade where all that it requires is a high school diploma. So here's another one. Here's carpenters. And they're growing at a 4% rate faster than average. And their average yearly salary is $56,000. And again, all you need is a high school diploma and you're there. So let's have another look at another little short where this guy talks about the blue collar industry.
These are the top 5 highest paying blue collar jobs in 2023. Number 1 on the list is electric power line installer. Number 2, construction or building inspector. Number 3, electrician. Number 4, plumber. And the number 5 highest paying blue collar job in 2023 is a boilermaker. These are the top 5 highest paying blue collar jobs in 2023. Number 1 on...
So he's just kind of mentioning some caveats of the blue collar industry. Now there's a lot of different directions you can go. So it's up to you to make the choice and do what's best for you. So wherever you're at in the country, do your research and see what's hot in your area. And I recommend giving the trades a chance, because it could be a job for anybody and a job for women. Now, always remember, especially the women interested in getting involved in the job, women make great welders, electricians. They have a very good eye for detail and stuff like that, and that's something that you need in the trades. Now always remember, you're not going to do a lot of heavy lifting because they make a tool for everything. There's always a tool for lifting something. So there's, you know, the job gets easier with technology. So I definitely recommend that anybody out there watching, give the blue collar trades a chance. And I really appreciate you guys watching, and I recommend that you subscribe. And I hope you liked the content and the video, and I hope it brought some clarity to what I was talking about in my last video. I appreciate the view. Thank you.